Hi, my name is Sam Webster and I'm directing this term's production of The Crucible. It's an amazing play written by Arthur Miller that is based very much on the Salem witch trials of the 1600s. However, when Miller was writing this play, he was kind of reflecting the time that he was living in. In America at that time, there was the rise of McCarthyism, and within the country there's a great level of suspicion about communism. And in Salem, we have the witch trials and the witch hunt, whereas for Miller in America, it was very much the red hunt. So Miller's play, although very much about Salem and the witch trials at that particular time, also reflects the 1950s America and sort of the threat of communism.
Hi, I'm Will. I'm playing the part of Reverend Hale in the performance of The Crucible. My character, let's say, has a more modern perspective to the case. He believes John Proctor that it's all a lie about the devils, and so he's convinced to prove it to court, but he doesn't really have the courage, as Mr. Danforth has great power in this court. What I really enjoy about my character is the fact that he has a very close relationship to the people of Salem. At the beginning, he's very keen about all the things about the devils, and he sticks to his role at the court, but then later on he believes the people of Salem, and therefore he sort of moves aside to that and tries to convince that at court. But again, he doesn't seem to have the courage, but again, he's a very enjoyable character to play.
One of the things I really like about this play is it also speaks to us today. The idea of false accusations is as strong today as it was back then. Idea of superstition, sort of an idea of people using a situation for their own personal benefit, as many of the characters in The Crucible themselves do. Underlying this whole plot, there is a love story. A young girl, Abigail Williams, is madly in love with a married man, John Proctor, and we see how that young girl's love, perhaps more her lust, sort of drives all the way through this play. She's perhaps the most interesting character in that respect, because she's able to manipulate so many of the others in the group into doing exactly what she wants to achieve her ultimate goal, which is to win John Proctor for herself. So I think she's possibly the character to watch.
My name is Clemency and the character I play is Abigail Williams. She's a very controlling and manipulative character, and she controls people through their fear of witchcraft and their fear of being condemned for being witches. Why? She is also in love with a man called John Proctor and has had an affair with him. However, he is married and he rejects her, and she gets very angry for being rejected. I really enjoy playing Abigail because she is such a complex and difficult character, and she has so many different emotions. So it's enjoyable and interesting to play with all her different emotions, and also it's good to have fun.
Hi, my name is Benedict and I'm playing John Proctor in this year's production of The Crucible. My character is a position of authority in the town of Salem, and he is looked up to by almost all the people, but he is battling with emotions inside him because of a recent affair he's had with another character in the play, Abigail Williams. Abigail sees fit to take some revenge and get rid of his wife, Elizabeth, through what becomes the play and the witch trials.
One of the things I've really enjoyed doing in this production is bringing in a little bit of physical theatre. And the girls particularly, at the very beginning of the play, have a moment where they release themselves into the woods and they're dancing, and we have a bit of physical theatre there. But also you'll see, when you come and watch the play a little bit later on in the trials, when the girls are all bewitched, perhaps by the devil, perhaps by Abby, you can decide. And we've also used physical theatre then.
My name is Katie and I'm playing the part of Mary Warren. Mary Warren is the maidservant for the Proctors, and she is also a friend of Abigail Williams.
Abigail is a very controlling and manipulative character and pressures all of her friends into doing things like dancing in the woods and pretending that people are witches, because otherwise the girls would be condemned by Abigail for being witches. I enjoy playing her because she's although she's very shy, she does stand up to the people that control her to a certain extent before she buckles under the pressure.
You have to come see the play to see what I'm talking about, and that's going to take place on the 11th, 12th and 13th of March at 7:30 in the PAC. Please make sure you buy your tickets and come along and support a really talented cast. Thanks.